Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another part of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. In the last episode, we finished off the first island of the game, and in this episode we're going to be starting the second island, Autumn Heights. And can I just say, I'm looking forward to this because this is absolutely my favorite island in the entire game. And that's not to say the other islands are bad, it's just this one really takes the cake for me personally. So let's head on into it. I'm going to tell you right now, this entire world, I'm probably going to annoy you all by how many times I'm going to say I love the music, because, like, literally every stage, I love the music in it. Like, it's just, they just did some great work when they did the music for this island specifically. I mean, the other islands are great, but, like I said, this one just has, it's like all around a great soundtrack, except for maybe one stage, but... you know, I guess everyone has to have their stinkers, I guess. But, we already got our first puzzle piece right there. Oh, actually, that reminds me, another thing I like about this world is that a lot of stages, only have 5 puzzle pieces, which makes my life a whole lot easier as well. There we go. And get you... when it comes to these windmills right here, you're gonna see them throughout different levels of this island, and it's a good idea to try to collect all the bananas or coins or whatever you see on that windmill, because usually once you collect them all, that means because usually that means there is a puzzle piece or something hidden behind it, and like I said before. After you collect a puzzle piece, even if you die, the puzzle piece is still collected. It's the DK, it's the Kong symbol that don't count afterwards if you die. So let's just come down here and get the K. There we go. Oh, another thing to mention, if you can, as you can see, I'm getting coins from enemies as I bounce on them, but if you could bounce on enemies a total of 8 times, it doesn't have to be like 8 unique enemies, it just has to be 8 total times you bounce on enemies, then you'll get a balloon out of it. And, in the K stage for this level, or for this island rather, that could be majorly exploited to get like a whole lot of, balloons. Well, and coins also, actually. There we go. And I believe this will give us puzzle piece number 4. There we go. Okay. There we go. I know these don't have puzzle pieces behind them. There we go. Pull you. Oh, and yeah, I forgot to mention it, but for those leaves, you want to get into the habit of rolling into those, because sometimes they can have your puzzle pieces underneath them, or some way to unlock the puzzle piece, rather. Or, they can have coins, enemies, all the other stuff, but it's just generally good practice to, try and get those. And plus, you really have no reason not to. But, as you can see, I am very close to getting 99 lives, and on my test playthrough, this was where I got 99 coins, and this is also where I got 999 banana coins, but that was more for other reasons though. Come up here, grab Diddy, and from there to get the puzzle piece. If you accidentally missed with Diddy, then you can come over here, and there is this penguin right here who has a helmet, so he could be thrown. So we're gonna just pull on here, come down, and get the puzzle piece. And there we go. Oh man, this music's so great. It just really gets you in the mood for, like, the level ahead of you. Oh! Ah! Let's see here. Oh, one thing I do want to mention now that I have Diddy on my back, in the last episode I did mention how Dixie is pretty much a superior Diddy in every way. which I still stand by that, but I will say there are reasons why you may want to have Diddy over Dixie, and that's mainly because if you rely a bit too much on Dixie, you can, I guess, mess up your platforming more. Diddy, I guess, requires you to still have a bit more skill, as opposed to Dixie in certain areas. Just because his, hover is more reserved than hers. Let's see, 7 puzzle pieces, okay. So yeah. That's a reason why you may want Diddy over Dixie. Actually, in a case stage later, I think I'm going to be using Diddy over Dixie anyway. But anyway, let's see here. Oh no, I remember where the next puzzle piece is. So, another thing that you're going to see in a couple of levels throughout this island is, well yeah, you're going to see winged bananas, obviously, but you're also going to be seeing these bells, ground pound around them to ring them, or rather press the X and Y button to ring them. You're not actually always going to be ground pounding on them, but that is how you get your 8 puzzle piece. And we're going to come over here to get G and the puzzle piece. Don't worry about collecting these bananas unless you really want them. One thing that's good about this game is that they weren't, you know, absolute jerks when it came to designing how to find all the puzzle pieces. They're always, like, in relatively reasonable spots. Like, they do pose a challenge, but they aren't, like, god impossible either. Most of the time, anyway. Fire to get the G. And as you can see here, the puzzle piece is stuck to that windmill, so you're going to want to wait till it comes all the way down. Fire. And there we go. And every puzzle piece and every Kong letter. Oops. Oh well. I got a bit too excited there. But there we go. Oh, another thing, the first island only have 4 main stages, so like number stages, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This world has 6 instead. But anyway, let's head on into Mountain Mania and get introduced. Or no, yeah, get introduced to a new old character, I guess I would say. So like I mentioned when I went to Funky Kong's Flying By. In the original trilogy, there were these animal buddies, so basically, either were these animals that Donkey Kong or whoever was like the main characters of the game wore. Oh, that's really morbid, actually. No, that they rode, I meant to say. And so Squawks was one of them, but now he's relegated to Puzzle Minion, I guess you could say. And the only one who's back in a capacity where you can ride him or transform into him is Rambi. With Rambi, he is immune to spikes, and for most enemies, he could just, like, run into them and automatically defeat them in one hit, even those, big enemies. You're gonna wanna not break these Rambi blocks to get the K, but then come down here to get to the bonus stage. Or bonus, level, I guess. There we go. Oh man, so the time I'm recording this is like the day after I recorded the, I guess, pseudo compilation, because it was only one puzzle piece to get for World 1, and I didn't have any commentary over it, but I was nervous trying to do that bonus stage again, because if you saw the episode, which I sure hope so, because once again that'd be really weird out of order, but it was really nerve-wracking how close I got to failing it a second time. You could jump up onto those bells to break them, but you can also ram into them to break them. But if you do that, you won't get whatever in the bell, I believe. Right here, you could it's better to just stay on one end of these to get all the bananas. And, oh my god. Oh my, come on! Well, we already got one puzzle piece I need to come back for then. It's been forever since I fell down one, that's for sure. But, you know, one thing I noticed when I was doing my test playthrough is, Just look at Rambi's face. He looks like he doesn't even want to be here. But, use the grab button, so ZR and GL for me, to, jump off of Rambi. But, like, look at his face. He looks so uninterested in, like, everything that's going on. It's kind of odd. And, you want to jump into that last one to get the puzzle piece from that one. And let's see. Okay. Now, for this one, that volcano is erupting, so you want to start fleeing. If you press, or if you mash the extra Y button, then you will, I guess, slap Rambi and make him go faster. And that's going to be important to do if you want to get, like, collectibles and staying ahead of the volcano. And it's a lot more important in later levels as well, where Rambi comes back in. What I did there was collect everything in that small section right there to, unlock that puzzle piece. And that's the last puzzle piece. As you saw, I failed, to collect those bananas that was in that those two sinking pillars. That's where the 7th puzzle piece would be. So if you did everything I did, then you should have everything. Well, in terms of puzzle pieces, anyway. We haven't gotten the last Kong letter, I don't think. So jump down here, over here. And, it's actually, you don't have to worry if you then jump on the mouse to get that G, because, you can actually jump high enough naturally with even just Donkey Kong to get the G, so that's not a problem. Anyway, we're at the end, and... oh man, banana coin. Oh well. But that was Stage 2. Okay. And like I said, I will come back later to get that puzzle piece. But okay then. Yeah, we're gonna still keep it like about 2 episodes. So in this episode, we started off Island 2 with the first 2 stages, and in the next episode, we're gonna be heading off to the next 2. See you guys then.